Finally arrived. Let's turn some light on in here. So, it had been a while since I made a video, and as you can see, I have somebody in the timeout box. Being a little nasty. There's always attacking this one here. This one. For some reason. So, I had to put it on timeout. So, the reason why I'm making a video today is I don't think I showed you guys how well the tank was coming along. And you can see my bubble tip anemone keeps moving around. He was on top of the rock, and then he was up in there in the filter because the power went out, and he's been all over. So he was on top there, right where that shell was. And now he's over here. So as you can see, I have some new corals. I haven't got them off the plugs yet, but I will be. And you can see here's the hammer. And we have, I forget what you call this. I also have another one there that was dying, but it looks like it might be coming back. I have a little piece there in the rock, as you can see, sticking out. And I have another one back here. I don't know if it's going to make it. Probably won't. And there's my Mexican snail. There's a bad fish. Yes, being bad. So anyways, I also installed a protein skimmer from Fluval. I pretty much got it all dialed in and figured out, as you can see. I've had it in the tank now since Christmas. It was a Christmas gift, and it's been working really good. Really good. Tank's been a lot clearer. And as you can see, I have only the one light in there. I told you I was going to be putting a new one. And that's what this is. So let me get it out of the package. It's the Fluval C. And I'll take the cover off and clean it and install the new light. So let me get to that point and I'll show you the light and what it looks like with two lights in it. Most definitely needs two lights in this little tank. So we'll see a big difference, I do believe. Look how much the Dunking has grown. It's grown quite fast. At night, when the lights turn in purple, or sorry, blue, when I got more blue light into this tank, the colors just are so vibrant. But everything looks good. I moved those on the back of the aquarium and they're spreading, as you can see now. And that wasn't doing good at all. It was just staying small, like that tiny piece in the center. And so I split 3 pieces and look how much it's grown. It's spreading all over the back wall. Starting to spread good too. These guys are hungry. So let's get this opened up and get the light clean, the hood clean and installed. So here's the new light. It's got a power button on the end. I use it by the app, so Fluval. And yeah. So I installed a new light. A lot brighter. So we'll see how the coral's like that. This Duncan's really doing good. My Zoas. Took them off the frags. Put them on the rocks. I think these are Duncans. Or not Duncans, but Acans. He's still on the rock. I took him off the frag. Took this one off the frag. And this one here was on, that one there was on this frag. And so when I took it off, I noticed there was still some on there. So, nice little colony going. This one's going to be moved in the back. The Diggy Dragon, that one's coming back. And this one's coming back. There's one in the back. It's not doing too well. I moved it towards the top. So the second light, I noticed a little bit of a gap when you can see, when you put the light on, the second light. Yeah. Temperature hasn't went up too much with the second light in there. The fans hasn't had to kick in for quite a while. But probably in the summertime. Yeah. Fish are doing good. They like to pick on this little fella here for some reason. So I'm going to purchase some more corals. I see the bubble tip. Now he's moved to the top. He stayed there. He hasn't moved since. He's getting good flow, good light. He'll probably stay there. Coralline algae. You see it's starting to grow all over the rocks. Tank's coming right along nicely. The star polyp, whatever you want to call it, in the back, it's growing, it's spreading. The whole back's going to be covered in that. So the whole filtration system in the back will be covered. I'll just have to make sure it doesn't cover the vents. I'm going to move the pulsating Xonia, whatever you want to call it, over here in the back. I'll probably put another wave maker in here on this side, a smaller one. So the second light is doing good, you guys. Just don't like the fact that it raised. The lid don't close down like it's supposed to now where I got the new one in there. But there's two lights. The protein skimmer is doing really good. What if I could turn the light on? No, can't. Here's the protein skimmer. As you can see, it's doing really good. And that, no, it seems to be doing good. I don't know why people have such a hard time. Let me get my flashlight. I guess a lot of people had a hard time with the protein skimmer. And I don't think I know how to use it. Read the instructions. But I dump that every week. And it's dirty. Real dirty. You gotta make sure the line, there's 2 lines on that protein skimmer. Make sure the watermark is half. And then you want your cup that sits down on top, you want that rubber band to be about half with these Fluval tanks. They're more of a wet, they're basically a wet skim. It's hard to get a dry. You can get a dry skim out of it, but you got to be really fine-tuning this thing to get a dry skim. But it's more so these are a wet skim, you guys. So I don't care what anybody says with these Fluval aquariums, with the water, the height of your water, and how much that's going to sit down in a tank between those 2 lines. So your watermark has to be in between. And then you got your rest, the airflow is completely open. There's more or less, that's the way they are on these Fluval skimmers. So the airflow is way open. You just got to basically adjust that band on that cup. And I'd say half. It's a wet skim. There's nothing you can do about it. And it does its job. This tank is so clear, clean. So, as you can see, that clown keeps picking on this other little feller. So I might have to put him back into the breeder box for 48 hours this time. I put my hand in there, he gets very very protective. He even attacks my hand. So I gotta put some more fish in here, but I'm not adding no more fish until summer. I may get a tang. Let's see. I'd like to get a yellow tang and a blue tang. But anyways, it's doing good. The corals are doing good. Everything, they're coming back, which I'm quite happy with. So I'll see what happens with it. I might have to trim all the new stuff off and replant to a frag. I'm going to trim the Duncan, put it on new frags. I may take one cut off the hammer. The bubble tip anemone, as you can see, is doing really good. It's hard to make him happy. It wasn't so much more of the light, it was the flow. When I purchased him, the power went out a few days later, and well, he was down here on this rock, and he didn't like that when the power went out, so he moved. I couldn't find him. Well, he was right up on the intake of the Fluval, because I had the water pump running off a battery pack. So there was flow going there. He found it, and that's where he stayed for a while. So I had to remove him. So he wasn't going to come back down. Anyways, that's the Fluval 35 gallon. Actually, it's 32 gallon, I think. 35? Can't remember. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching.